Oh, shoot. Hi. Good morning, fellow subscribers and new visitors alike. This is a brand new episode of Hobo Caf'E, and today I'm going to be cooking a 6-egg, 3-cheese, 2-meat bomelet. Check it out. Omelet, you may be asking. Well, a bomelet is just a bomb omelet, and here's my ingredients. Here's some milk that I've drank a little bit out of, and if you follow my Instagram, you will have seen yesterday my posts of me shopping at Harmon's. Here's my bag. It was really cold all night, so I believe this stuff, yeah, it feels cold. It's all really cold still. Even though the sun's out, it's a beautiful day today for the first time in a while. It's gonna be warmer today. It's still cold enough that this stuff's all okay. But here's a red pepper. Nice. Green pepper. I'm probably only gonna use half of each of these. The rest I'll just eat like an apple later today. Just a little bit of that milk. And then, so since I am homeless and live out of my backpack, I don't want to carry around a whole big pack of meat or cheese, so I just went to the deli and I had the guy slice me 2 slices each. So I actually might have leftovers so I can make a sandwich later today with those peppers. The 3 types of cheese that I got are all cheesy goodness from Harmon's. We got mozzarella boar's head cheese. We got boar's head Monterey Jack with jalapeno. Ooh, that sounds good. And then we got boar's head white Vermont cheddar. So I'm gonna cut those up into little tiny pieces that we're gonna throw into the eggs while they're cooking. And the 2 meats I have are Smokemaster Beechwood smoked Black Forest ham from Boar's Head and Oven Gold turkey breast from Boar's Head. So turkey and ham. Good quality sandwich turkey and ham. Cut that up into little pieces also. Everything, all these ingredients will be cut up into little tiny pieces. And I'll use my Gold Armor stove. Or, I don't know if Gold Armor actually made the stove. Yeah, I think it all came together. So my Gold Armor stove with my Gold Armor frying pan, and I will be using, I have 6 eggs. Normally when I make an omelet, I do like 4, maybe 5 if I'm really hungry, so 6 is going to be a super huge omelet. But I don't know what I would do with the extra egg. These are only 79 cents, so I think I may use 5 eggs. I also don't want my pan to overflow. It's a tiny little pan. We'll see what it looks like as I drop the eggs in it. But basically, I'm just gonna scramble the eggs up, throw in all my chopped up ingredients, let it cook, and then onto the bottom of the pan. And then halfway through, I'm gonna flip it, and then that'll be the omelet. Actually, what I'm gonna do is some of the ingredients I'll mix into the eggs, but the rest of them I'm actually gonna wait till it's more cooked, and I'm gonna put it on half of it and fold it over, and it'll be like a sandwich. As you can tell, I'm not a chef. You know, I'm not even sure how an omelet is made normally, so I've made omelets before, but never anything fancy. This is probably the fanciest omelet I've ever made, so I hope it turns out bomb. That's why it's called Bomelet. Alright, so I'm gonna cut these ingredients up, guys, and then I will be back with you shortly once all this stuff's all cut up.
What's up, guys? This is Josh in voice form, coming at you from inside my bivy sack about 2 or 3 weeks after this video was recorded. I went on my California trip and then got back. Actually, before I went on the California trip, I started editing this up, and unfortunately I regret to inform you all that I lost the audio for about half of the video. So I'm gonna just be playing some music and doing a voiceover of what's happening because I liked this video. I liked the bomelet. It tasted really good, and I wanted to put it out without having to record a whole new episode. You know, it was nice weather for once. Right now, as I record this, I'm inside my bivy sack and it's raining outside. Almost snowing. It's freezing cold and it's mid-April. It's ridiculous. But, so I'll just tell you what I'm doing in the video. I just opened up my little stove, put it on the fuel, put my frying pan on top, and now I'm going to start cracking some eggs. So, I know I say in this video 6-egg bomelet, but I end up only being able to get 4 into the pan with the milk and the peppers and the meat and the cheese. Oh, right now I'm looking for my spatula. It's underneath the lid to my frying pan, but I don't realize that. I just did a cut. I looked there, I found it. I looked for that thing for literally like 3.5 minutes. I had to edit that out because it was too much time of me looking for it. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn off my notifications. 1 second. Alright. Turned off those, so now if somebody messages me, won't have to hear it. But I found my spatula, got the flame going, and now I put in some milk and 1 egg so far, and I'm stirring it up, whipping it up nicely. Add a little more milk. The more milk you use, the fluffier your eggs will be. I like my eggs real fluffy, real you know, light colored. If you use less milk, you'll get more of that dark color, that dark yellow color in your eggs. I like to have more of the white, you know, light yellow, fluffy. Alright, here's the second egg. And the third. Luckily, I'm recording this voiceover in the same spot that I recorded the original video, so the sound effects you're hearing, like the train, the cars, pretty much the same sound effects that were actually going on there that day. Alright, so now I got 4 eggs in my milk, and you see how it's splashing over. It's really full. I can't add any more eggs. That's okay, because I end up not even being able to eat all of the omelet with 4 eggs in it, so it's alright. I'm going to whip them up nicely for a while. I got some egg in my hair. Alright, now I'm going to make sure it's balanced, and I'm going to add my ingredients. Not all my ingredients, but about a little less than half of what I cut up. Yeah, I'd say I'm adding about 1/3 of all the ingredients, the cheese, the meat, and the peppers. So I'm going to stir this up into my eggs and let it cook into them. And then when it comes time to fold half of it over, I'm going to throw more toppings on 1/2 of it, fold the other half over, and it'll be an omelet. It's going to be a really thick omelet. If I had a bigger frying pan, you know, it wouldn't have been as thick. and it would have cooked a lot faster. This actually takes a while to cook because it's so thick, and I kind of knew that I was going to have some burning on the bottom, but since it's so thick, I could just cut that off. Now I have the brilliant idea to use the pan, the lid, to my pot, which doesn't actually fit on that frying pan, but since it fits inside of it, I can put it in there and squeeze it down like so, and I squeeze out a lot of that excess water, and so that's, you know, making it cook slower because that water's got to all burn off before the eggs will be done. So I just instead pour that off. I'm pushing down on the lid, and then I'm pouring off the excess water and let it cook for a little while longer. And now I'm showing you how I am occasionally scraping the spatula around the pan to keep it from burning to the sides. And then I try to also get the spatula up underneath it a little bit to keep it from burning onto the bottom too much. Like I said, if I had a bigger frying pan, then the eggs would have more space to spread out, and it wouldn't be so thick. It would be thinner. It would cook faster. But I got what I got. We do what we do with what we got. Okay, I just turned the heat down a little bit. We're getting close to the end. Now, I feel like it's close to done. The heat's down, and I'm gonna put toppings, lots of cheese, eat a couple pieces, yum yum yum, and then some of the meat. Now I'm just putting these toppings on half of it, because then I'm gonna fold the other half over to the best of my abilities. Up until this point, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. When I fold it, I have a strong feeling at this point that it's gonna fail horribly and just crumble and fall apart. Now I'm kind of pressing it down to solidify it, harden it up a little bit. Look at that cheese melting. Here we go. I do my first fold over, and the whole thing doesn't come in one fold. I end up having to do 2 separate folds, but it turns out not so bad, you know? It looks a little rough right there, but I pat it down with my spatula, tighten it up a little bit in the middle, and let it cook a little while longer. Just pressing it down like that. And it's actually turning out pretty good. Looks pretty nice. Check it out, guys. Got the peppers in there. In the middle, there's a lot of cheese and meat. Remember, 3 kinds of cheese, 2 kinds of meat. And now for the closing scene, the climactic finish to the video. Show you the burn. Like I said, I knew it was going to get burned a little bit there. Pulled that hair out. And there's the burn. And I'm going to throw it away. In my mouth. I think right there I say, yeah, that tastes horrible. Or, yeah, that's gross, or something like that I said, because it was burnt, it was nasty. But here's my first bite. And it is bomb. It is a bomblet, man. I definitely wish I had some seasoning, some salt, pepper, and stuff, but I didn't. But it still turned out amazing. You know, most people have too much salt in their diet as it is. They don't need to add more. But it would have been nice to have a little salt and pepper in there, some seasoning stuff. But it was amazing, guys. Look at that cheese melting. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I want another one right now. All right. And I'll record a outro for you guys.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this amazing new episode of Hobo Caf'E. The bomelet was delicious, I must say so myself. Remember, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. It'll help it get higher in the search results for people so other people can see this content. If you want to become a member of my family, my beloved YouTube family, then hit down in that corner, maybe in that corner, one of those corners below this video where it says subscribe in red. And if you want to know every time I put out one of these new videos, instantly. Boom, you can watch it right away. Then hit the bell next to where it says subscribe. Don't forget to do that stuff, guys. I love you for it. We're at over 300 subscribers. It's going amazing. Just to keep you guys updated with what's coming next, I got the San Diego video for Dragon Ball Super Celebrations event coming out next. It's going to be awesome. I might have to make it a couple videos because I got a lot of footage. And like I said, I lost the intro because my bag got stolen. So I lost the SD card that had the intro and some of the footage of the ride up there. But I got everything else. It's going to be awesome, guys, so don't miss that. And